plan on divorcing me?
No.
Okay. Well, this right here doesn't matter. All this means is that if you go back on your word of what you just said to me, that's the only reason why this right here will take an effect.
Does this prenup have any silent party influence?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Because I feel like your ex, she mentioned the prenup. Too many hands in the broth is the saying that we say in Trinidad. When too many hands in the broth, it spoils the entire thing. So now it's like looking at me as if I have some secret agenda to try to take what Bilal has.
First of all, that has absolutely nothing to do with anything. And it relates
sure?
to, well, you asked me a question. Can I answer your question? That has absolutely nothing to do with anything whatsoever. But I also know that I have 2 children that I also have to protect as well. And I can't just say, oh, well, let me just have a blind eye at love. Well, that wouldn't be smart.
Can you see how I give up everything?
My love, my Bellacita.
Do you see where I'm coming from when I say that?
I get it. I know this is not the sexiest conversation to have, but I know it's a conversation that is needed. This right here is something that it just says that you won't take me for everything I got. I mean, it's just literally, just see it from that standpoint.
I feel as if Bilal doesn't trust me. I know that when he got married, he was thinking like me, like it's going to be forever, and his wife left him. So I think he has some trust issues, and I feel like I have to pay the price for everything that has happened to him in his past. I want to show the prenup to a lawyer. I'm not going to sign a document that does not give me certain rights in it. Are we done?
If you want it to be done, we're done.
Unless he put these things in the prenup to protect me, it will leave me no choice but to go back home to Trinidad.
This red flag watching this is her deciding or not if signing the prenup would be a bad deal for her than actually building with the guy and being with a guy that wants to marry her. You see, in today's modern day and age, right, you can even see that they don't even notice when they're becoming a red flag. You know, she's from Trinidad, so you're going to go back to Trinidad with nothing. You had something going on. You had something going on with a guy. Can you imagine the buffoonery of that? Like the entitlement of you thinking like you own what the guy came into the relationship with. I feel like that's a disrespect to the guy and his kids as well, knowing the full well that he's got kids as well. I want to point this out as well. When a man has gone through things in life, yeah, that experience alone is one of the biggest teachers that he can actually pass down to his kids. Pass down to the woman as well, not just the kids as well. Like, it makes him a better person to go through experiences. And for a woman to come into your life and disregard your experience and just say, you know what, just put my love first, forget about the experience, start fresh, is even a disrespect to the man's experience that he's gone through, like to make him who he is as a person. That's how he ended up with someone like you. Like, my experience shaped me into a better person for me to choose wisely. It would be stupid of me for me not to know that truth. You get it? My experience shaped me to be a better person to say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do the right way, work hard and build it and do it legitly, be blessed with it. You feel me? Those are experience. When a woman comes and say to a man, why would you want me to sign a prenup? My thing is this. If you build with a woman, right? If you come into a relationship and a man comes into a relationship and he had a certain amount of money in his account or had a certain type of property, and you came to that same relationship with nothing as a woman, right? You are not entitled to what he has when he came into the relationship with what you two had got going on. You can't be thinking that you're entitled to his asset, to his finances, to whatever he built before he met you. Now, when you guys are together and then you build something together or you grow together, then that's different, because without you, that would have never existed. So you are entitled to that. That would make more sense. So whatever you lot started from when you met each other, you should be entitled to that. If he's saying to you that he wants a prenup to protect himself from anything that happens in the future with you two, you should even respect the man for being like that. For you to turn around and say, yeah, I don't think, you know, this is unfair for me, what's that going to leave me with? Then it shows that you already had an agenda, you know? Nothing to do with trust, it's just business when it comes to signing any type of contract. Because, you know, let's keep it 100, guys. When you talk about marriage, especially when you're getting the government involved, that is a contract. You know, that's a contract that's not even going to be beneficial for men if it goes left. That's what I'm saying. So a lot of the time, guys are more, you know, clued up because they've seen other guys tell them their experience, and they don't want to experience what another person went through. So they are trying to protect themselves from that not happening to them. And especially the fact that the guy has kids. I don't think it's right for a person that has children to get themselves in a blind relationship without actually thinking about, imagine this does not work out, you know? And the right woman as well wouldn't even want you to be thinking if she's a red flag or not. So I feel like that's actually one of the most best way of finding out if somebody's actually for you or not, fellas, is if you are going to marry someone and you are going into that relationship with, you know, assets, you know, capital, you know, things that you worked hard for and you don't want to lose, you should actually draw out a prenup plan. I'll be honest with you. Draw out a prenup plan to protect yourself. You know, it's not just like doing it just for, you know, you're getting prepared for something, for it not working. No, that's bullshit. That's something that, you know, an hyena will say to try to manipulate you. You get what I'm saying? They always say things like that to try to manipulate you, fellas. And only a weak man will fall for things like that. But let's dive into another video that I got for you guys. I want you guys to watch this video. I find this video very hilarious. And it's something similar to this as well.
I proposed a prenup. She's always screaming and yelling and can't have a normal conversation. And I can't talk to her. And that's a problem. Yes, I love her, but I've had fears about her temper since I've met her. But, well, actually more, yeah, since I met her in person.
Are you talking about me?
Pack up your things. Get out of here. Get out of here, Jimmy.
You know, if you truly love me, you would listen to my proposal. You didn't even give me
Okay, what is the proposal?
My proposal, so, and I even write protection for Jasmine. That's the headline. If I was the person that initiates a divorce, you would be giving the highest amount of financial protection. Do you understand that? Now I'm trying to explain to you.
So this means that if I initiate divorce, I'm gonna get the very small amount. That means that I'm stuck with you. If you cheat on me, I have to accept it. I cannot get divorced.
No. It says except for cheating.
I don't want this. I don't want this.
Don't rip that up.
I want this.
You know what? I took a picture of it anyway.
So I would really appreciate if you just take your things and get out of my house.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Because you're a idiot.
Really?
Like, all my demons come out because of you.
You cannot even communicate.
The kind of relationship that I have with my exes.
Yell.
I get along even with my exes better than I do with you. They are better people.
Just yell, don't you? That's all you know how to do.
Even like, I feel more attracted to my ex even than to you.
Yeah.
And he's better looking than you. And he has even more money than you.
Yeah,
and he's young and he doesn't have sex.
Imagine getting married to that without no prenup. The disrespect that you will be getting. And, you know, that actually was a good deal. He said that if I cheated on you and I initiate the divorce, then you get half of whatever I got going on. vice versa. If you cheated on me and we get a divorce, you get nothing. You know, I feel like that was a good deal. That was a simpy deal, but it was a good deal. And those type of guys as well, they don't mind paying for the vagina for a long period of time until they get their heart broken. You know, and you can see in this woman's face that when she read it out and she said, wait a minute. So you're trying to say I can't, if I do get a divorce, that I don't get nothing, or if I initiate a divorce, I don't. It's like, that's her plan. Her plan is to just, you know, take you for everything you got. You know, the right woman wouldn't even care about this prenup stuff, especially if they see themselves with you for the rest of their life. They're not going to care about it. But a lot of guys are so scared to actually tell a girl, you know, especially when they meet a girl and they got a lot of things going on, they feel scared to tell the girl, yo, here's a prenup, yo, can you sign this prenup so I can protect myself? A lot of you guys, you know, that are shook up females, you know, you need to actually kind of protect yourself, you know, you got to put yourself first, you know, before, you know, you throw yourself in the deep end, because you're going to end up with, you know, hyenas like this, you know, and hyenas like this are going to take you for everything you got if you man up, because that is actually their plan. You know, imagine marrying someone, don't have a prenup, and she can disrespect you anyhow. If she cheats on you, you can't even divorce her, because you divorce her, you're going to lose some bread. You're going to lose some money if you divorce her. There's a saying, it's cheaper to keep her when you don't pattern yourself up. And those type of things can happen to a lot of guys. I've seen one of the most strongest individual crumble in front of my eyes just because they never got a prenup. Scared as hell. Everything they got to do, they got to ask their wife. And this is like, how can you even lead? And I say it all the time, and I'll say it again. The system is designed to break men. And if real men don't stand up for what's right and protect yourself, you are going to be broken by the system. But guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. You know, is prenup certain things that you're going to go for? Or is it something that you might disregard and just, you know, be blinded by love? Let me know. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay blessed. Peace.
God gave me grace. God gave me style. God gave me grace. God put a smile on my face. God made me smile on my face. God made me shine like the sun. God made me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.